Hello, everyone. Me again. And if you can't read the title, I recently just discovered this amazing lost media iceberg that's really huge, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna do the big risk and actually cover this. And before we start, we got some guests. CCD,
Hey,
yeah, Jason.
What's up, Grayson?
See, yeah, I'm actually doing this.
Yep, here we go. The biggest iceberg in the century.
Let me just share. Do you guys just want me to share the iceberg and then I'll read the all page on the Lost Media Wiki?
Sure.
yeah,
All right. This is the biggest lost media iceberg in the world. Oh boy. I'm going to hate myself for this. Anyway, first up, absolute. Okay. This was an album by hip hop artist Graydon Square, who gained popularity in 2007 with his official debut album The Compton Effect. He was best known for his anti-religious lyrics and the creation of the Grand Unified Theory, a group of atheist music artists. Graydon has so far released 4 albums, the most recent being 2012's Type 2, The Mandelbrot Set. But in 2004, 3 years before the release of his debut album, he produced and self-released a full album called Absolute. At the time, Graydon, whose real name is Eddie Collins, was fresh out serving in the Iraq War and had not yet even taken up the moniker of Graydon Square, going instead by the name Apocalypse. Although the album was given a limited release, it has been officially unavailable since long before Graydon's rise in popularity and has not been leaked on any torrent sites. Graydon appears to be keeping it under wraps due to his own concern regarding its inferior quality, and no clips or even a track listing is available through official channels or any other. Although there is a possibility a few individuals who possess copies of the album, and Graydon Square himself is likely to have a copy of the music, the chances are small that Absolute will become available in any form. Graydon Square has since released Reality from the album on Bandcamp as part of his subscription service. That's the only. But, but that's pretty much it. Adventures of the Little Koala, original Japanese audio. Okay. Adventures of the Little Koala, or Koala Boy Koki in Japanese, is a children's anime series from the mid-1980s directed by Takashi Tanazawa. I'm sorry if my English is crap. My Japanese. It aired Japan from 1984 to 1985 for a total of 26 episodes. And we eventually got an English dub in the States. After the airing in Japan, the anime was later picked up and dubbed in English and French by the Canadian company Cinar Films and distributed by Viacom Enterprises. It aired in the United States from June of 1987 to April of 1993 on Nickelodeon, mostly in the Nick Jr. block. The series quickly became popular during its run, as dubbed reruns aired for longer on Nickelodeon than the original series in Japan. This run also led to the series' only home video release, a VHS tape titled The Adventures of the Little Koala and Friends, Laura and the Mystery Egg, which contains the English dubbed episodes of 4 of the 52 episodes. So, yeah, I guess this was more popular here in the States than in Japan.
yep.
As the anime found most of its popularity in the United States and the Arab world, the original Japanese audio has fallen into obscurity. While versions of the English dub have been found online for sale, the original Japanese episodes haven't resurfaced in any form online to this day. A Yahoo auction for one of the episodes was available, but as of recent, it's unknown who won the bid or if they would upload the episode. It doesn't look like any of the episodes are available online. All that exists is a promo, its opening, and a music video which contains the footage. We also have some books, some kind of different books like math workbooks and coloring books. But that's it. Al-Shamshun. Simpson. This is we. Who hasn't heard of The Simpsons?
I know, I just haven't watched it.
Well, as with so like most shows, sometimes people dub it, and so an Arabic version was made called Al-Shamshun. Well, in before this, episodes of The Simpsons were already airing in the Middle East in English with Arabic subtitles, and was actually pretty popular. But in this version, specifically made for an Arabic audience, the changes were so drastic, I heard that it alienated the audience. Now, I know everyone, you guys should probably know that one of Homer Simpson's traits is that he likes beer. Am I right?
Yep.
Well, but because beer is forbidden in Islam and illegal in a lot of Arabic countries, any references to alcohol and any scene taking place in Moe's Tavern were removed. As well as this, so other things talking religion and things like bacon were removed as well. And in this version of the show, the first 3 seasons were completely skipped, and the new Arabic dub started at season 4. And that total 34 episodes were made before the low ratings and poor reception got the show canceled. 18 other episodes were produced but not aired, totaling 52. So where are we at now? Only the first 10 episodes can be found. But it's unlikely we'll get to see the unaired episodes.
Remind me again when the Arabic dub first started airing in the Middle East.
The Lost Media Wiki article doesn't say.
Oh.
Amusing Dream.
The first Lost on here.
Bro, this is part 1. I'm not even gonna finish this in this stream. Oh boy. Do you think I made a mistake?
I don't think so.
Okay, next is Amusing Dream. This was a canceled JRPG game for this SNES and published as the Super Famicom, developed by Takara. The game's character design was done by mangaka Koga Yun, and the script. So this game was advertised in much in the early 1990s, but there are currently no details as to how deep the game was in development when canceled. It can be safely assumed, however, that the game was thoroughly fleshed out, as multiple advertisements had been discovered, and the French version includes a picture of the game alongside its review. But there are no known game demos or releases of the game, and due to the discrepancies between the release dates of the 2 Japanese adverts, it can be safely assumed that production of the game required the release date to be pushed back, and all that exists are advertisements.
And as of now, I guess we can only assume that I guess they just stopped production.
Animaniacs Potty Emergency Lost Cutscenes.
Oh my god.
Ah, great.
Probably one of the most famous Animaniacs episodes. Please tell me everyone thought this episode. Does anyone remember this episode?
I haven't seen the show to begin with.
Oh,
Yeah, neither have I.
you guys are missing out then.
I mean, I'm not going to
So-
see it anytime soon, so you might as
So
well
I
explain
guess I might as well go into the.
Yep.
So the episode is about Wacko having trouble finding a place to use the bathroom after the one at the movie theater is out of order, and hilarity ensues because that's Animaniacs for you.
Of course.
So, on current prints of the episode, 2 scenes are missing that have not surfaced. Now, the first scene is a different version of the park scene where the man at the park holding the hose turns away from the camera, with the nozzle not visible. It was first mentioned at a fan community for the show in 1993, but it hasn't resurfaced anywhere online yet. The second of these cutscenes is more well known among the community of Animaniacs fans. As shown in the first surviving animation cell, which is available to view on the Lost Media Wiki article, the episode originally ended with Dot complaining about the number of trash people throw into the streets as they leave the movie theater, and the second cell shows the siblings passing Wacko's mallet. An uncut version of the episode was screened at the 1993 edition of Comic-Con, though it's unknown if this version had either of these scenes in it. And all that exists are animation cell. Ash's Cricket 13 canceled home console ports. This one's gonna be this one's a doozy. So if you've never heard of this game, it's a cricket game that is generally regarded to be one of the worst sports games of all time. It was when the game it was released on PC in 2013 on Steam and had plans for 3 consoles: the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii U. It was panned by critics and consumers for its numerous bugs, and fans of the series were overall highly dissatisfied by it. So much that the publisher, 505 Games, pulled it from Steam only 4 days, as well as officially canceling all development on the game. While the Steam version can still potentially be obtained through unused keys, there is no way to get any of the console ports, and it's unknown if any work was done on them at all, or if any versions would have had system exclusive features, like the Wii U touchscreen functionality. And due to the overall negative reception, I don't see these ever being found.
Nope.
B Robo Cabotac. Okay, here we got our first piece of found media. So this was a Japanese T series. Why did I just say T? It was a TV series that was made by Toei, aka Morph, who is more well known for Dragon Ball Z, that aired from February 1997 to March 1998, part of the Metal Hero franchise. The plot follows 3 good beat robots named Kabotak, Kuwajiro, and Tentorina, and his human sidekicks in a quest to find the 13 star pieces before the 3 bad robots find them. If somebody finds all 13 star pieces, any wish could be granted. Despite the fact that it is part of one of Toei's 3 tokusatsu franchises and every other Metal Hero series being released on DVD, this one specifically didn't get a DVD release for some reason, except for the direct-to-video Christmas special. Since the Christmas special's DVD release, it has been subtitled in English and easy to find online. Some of the songs of the show had been released on CD too. The show did get a VHS release in Japan, however, rips of those had never been uploaded on the internet, so copies of the episodes are very sought after among tokusatsu fans and collectors. Before For a while, only 4 screenshots of the show had surfaced via a page on on Japanese blogging site Rakuten Blog by user Hero Heroine. But on Christmas Day 2017, the whole show was ripped from Toei's official YouTube channel by Naya Torrents user Gustavbaum. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So, next, Barry the Rescue Engine.
Is that supposed to be a Thomas thing?
We'll see. You are somewhat correct. So, this was intended to be an installment of the popular British children's book series, The Railway series, on which the television show Thomas and Friends is based on. It was supposed to be written by Christopher Awdry, the son of the original author, Reverend Wilbert Awdry. Christopher wrote the book sometime in the 1980s and would have introduced the titular character Barry, who has been confirmed to be a BR Standard Class 2 Darlington Works engine with a 260 wheel configuration, who is named after the scrapyard in South Wales where he was rescued. The book has been confirmed to heavily feature the owner of this railway, Sir Toffinhat, otherwise known as the Fat Controller. Which, honestly, that's a better name. I don't care what you people say. However, the company that published the Railway series demanded to have more Thomas-centric books. Boy, you greedy. You just want Thomas to have the spotlight, huh? And they refused to publish Barry's debut appearance in the series. This was likely compounded by the fact that, at the time, the television show based on the book was running strong and had catapulted Thomas into the spotlight. At the time, Britt Allcroft, producer of the television series, was under contract that she could only make episodes based on stories from the book. Therefore, it is likely that the book, more about Thomas the Tank Engine, a book specifically written for that reason, replaced Barry the Rescue Engine. But sadly, Barry hasn't seen the light of day since its debut book got canceled, outside of a few fan-made projects using the Train software engine. Considering the highly merchandise-based aspect of the Railway series and Thomas the Tank Engine at this point, there is still a chance Barry could make his way into a visual series. Maybe, just maybe, All Engines Go could feature him. Maybe. And it's also likely that some of the drafts in this book reside with the Awdry family, and possibly some stories in the book might be in other books, published after more about Thomas the Tank Engine. But no production material has surfaced, and likely never will. Bear in the Big Blue House unaired pilot. All right. I'm sure this show is familiar with you're familiar with the show like a lot of other people are. So like some other people. Like most TV shows, a pilot was made to sell the show, to pitch the show to a network. And this one was made in 1997. Now, this was glossed for almost a while. A clip of it was put up online in David Gumbel's director's reel in 2006, which had an early version of the song "Need a Little Help Today." But all of that remains of this was a mere screenshot from the clip, showing Pip and Pop, then named Pummel and Pop, original designs with gopher puppets sourced from the Muppet Show and the original kitchen design. According to Noel McNeil, who is the voice of Bear, the test pilot played out essentially the same as the first season episode Water, Water Everywhere. The otter duo by their names Pummel and Pop. The former which was changed to Pip because Disney thought it sounded too violent. Like what? Wimps. Additionally, the song Need a Little Help Today, which was carried over to Water, Water Everywhere, like I previously mentioned, was featured in the episode. And additionally, Oho, which is that little orange bear you see in the show, who was meant to be Bear's niece. Apart from this information, very little was known about the pilot, although at least one promotional image, which can be seen on the episode, on the pilot's wiki page, show was produced using the same set. But on December 17th, 2022, MySpleen user Tigerberg uploaded a collection of unaired and rare TV pilots to the tracker. Among them was the unaired Bear in the Big Blue House pilot. So, yeah, if you get MySpleen, I guess you can watch it.
Sorry to
Beat
interrupt,
Mania
but I was
DA. Beat
yeah, my
Mania
bad.
DA.
Sorry to interrupt, but I was scrolling through the Iceberg again, and I found some lost media that definitely interested me. The Power Rangers Origins, which is like far down from deep in the iceberg.
Anyway, let's get back to this. Beat Mania DA.
Yeah,
Sometime in the year 2000, Konami teamed up with Innocent Corporation, Hands On Entertainment, and Oracion to develop Beat Mania DA, not to be confused with Beat Mania DA on PS2. This was a typing video game based on the Beat Mania series for the Windows, Macintosh, and the PlayStation. A sequel titled Beatmania Best Da, or DA, I don't know how you say that, was released in the same year, followed by a PS2 version based on this game in 2002. This was the only PC game in the Beatmania series to be released until Beatmania IIDX Infinitas was released in December of 2015. The game plays similar to the arcade games, except for the fact that it uses the keyboard as a controller. Most of the songs are based on the arcade version, but modified to accommodate with the altered gameplay. Other variations between the two games include this game running on a 640 to 480 resolution, as opposed to the original's 512 by 384 resolution, as well as the Konami logo being removed. Due to the obscurity of the game, finding any copy of it was very hard until August of 2016, when a user named B Hyper uploaded it to Mediafire. However, a handful of videos about the game has been made available on the internet, so you can check that out if you'd like. Next up, Big and Little Wong Tin Bar. This was a 1962 Hong Kong martial arts film, notable for being the debut film of famous martial artist actor Jackie Chan. Yep, that's right. It featured the 7 little valiant warriors, including Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung when they were children. It follows the life of a child learning martial arts to become a kung fu warrior. For years, it was thought that the only remaining footage of the film was a short clip shown in the documentary Jackie Chan, My Story. However, in 2012, a 9-minute excerpt of the film was uploaded to the Chinese video site Youku by a user whose name I am not going to pronounce because I do not speak Chinese. But in December 2nd of 2015, another user called Taxi uploaded a 25-minute excerpt from the film. That same year, they then uploaded the entire film, but the footage appeared to be sepia tone, and it had a watermark in the bottom left corner bearing the screen name of the uploader. But finally, on May 6th of 2016, that same user who had uploaded the previous 2 videos uploaded a version of the film that was in black and white, as seen from the excerpts, and without the uploader's watermark. This is the final version of the film. Unfortunately, Aura Taxi's account was since been terminated, but a re-upload exists on the Internet Archive. So yeah, that's good. What's next? Big X. Hold up. Big X was an anime adaptation of the Osamu Tezuka manga series, which aired from 1964 to 1965 in TBS, with a total of 59 episodes. This was also noticed the first anime series to be produced by Tokyo Movie. It focuses on a boy with a drug that can increase his body to that of a giant, as a result of a failed experiment during World War II. I'm kind of weird. We're saying the other word. So, you guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Live. Yeah.
The only episodes that are known to have survived are episodes 1, 11, and episodes 40 to 59. So, and now, the discovery of the first episode is because a collector named Jerry Beck was discovered to own a 16mm print, and he announced he was showing the film at a meeting, but an executive from TMS came to the screening and forbade him from publicly showing the print. He was informed that the series was lost and was asked to loan the print back to the studio so they can make a video transfer for their archive. Episode 11 of the show was found in 2014, but without the opening or ending sequences. It was then broadcast on the Animax network as part of the TMS's 50th anniversary celebration. Although episodes 5 and 30 were both aired around 1990 on NHK satellite television channels, they never surfaced again and were thus never included in home media releases. There is hope that home recordings of the time may surface one day. Episode 14, previously thought to be episode 12, was released by a fan subber in 20 with hard-coded subtitles that can be found fairly easily online, although related content seems to have been removed from said fan subber website. The original material that served for this translation is unknown, but seems to be from a VHS source. The opening sequence has the title screen translated in English rather than in katakana, which may imply that the source was from overseas promotional material. Next up, Blaster's Universe. Blaster's Universe was an American, Chinese, Canadian animated series based on the Blaster Learning System computer games made by Knowledge Adventure. It was produced by Nelvana, who I think needs no introduction. It only had a single 13 episode season and only ran from 1999 to 2000 on CBS and Teletoon, therefore probably making it incredibly rare. The main characters are Max Blaster, GC, Mel. Anyway, the episode follows their adventures as they try to save the universe from intergalactic villains. It was, as I said, it was based on those games, as I previously mentioned, and is in continuity with other games of the era, such as Math Blaster ages 5 to 7. After the show was canceled, it fell into obscurity, and the episodes never saw the light of day for nearly a decade and a half. No reruns have aired in North America, not even on Cubo, which Nelvana and Chorus Entertainment owned a stake in. And it didn't even get a DVD release, though it did rerun on the now defunct international kids channel Kids Go, also partially owned by Nelvana and Chorus. But in November of 2013, the episodes with Russian dub voiceovers taking over the English dialogue were found and uploaded to YouTube. However, the full English versions of the episodes are available on Bell Media's website via paid video streaming. Bob in a Bottle, Saban English dub. Bob in a Bottle is an English dub of the anime comedy series The Genie Family, telling the story of a boy who finds a bottle with a mysterious power, and each time its user sneezes or yawns, a genie will come up and must grant the user's wish. The anime ran from 1960. The original Genie Family ran from 1969 to 1970, for a total of 52 episodes. In 1992, Saban Entertainment acquired the rights to make an English dub in Montreal, Canada, under the name Bob in a Bottle. It was only shown in America on local Philadelphia cable channels Prism and as stock footage in random Power Rangers episodes. There you go, Jason. You happy? Anyway, it was also
Sorry, my bad. I
shown
was
in
elsewhere for a moment.
bro, Bob.
I didn't get what you said.
This Bob in a Bottle English dub of an anime was shown in random Power Rangers episodes as stock footage.
Thank you, Haim Saban and the Toei Company.
Anyway, it was also shown on YTV in Canada, the 7 Network in Australia, and TV2 in New Zealand. But Saban's license for the show expired in late 2000.
Of course it did.
But now episodes of this are very hard to come by. And in 2018, YouTube user Deg Wietest posted 2 episodes of the dub with Dutch subtitles because the user had those episodes on a hard drive for a long time and saw that there aren't any Bob in a Bottle Saban dubbed episodes on the internet before he posted them. And in 2019, YouTube user Maspiro and Things uploaded a clip with Portuguese subtitles. In one of Saban's other productions, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, clips of the dub can be seen in the episodes A Bad Reflection on You and The Power Stealer. The English intro is also available on YouTube, as well as a clip of the English dub that was shown at Anime Boston 2011. Episodes can also be found in German and Brazilian Portuguese, and there are Hebrew and Spanish versions of the Saban dub-based intros available for viewing. And since 2022, YouTube user Filmways VTC has been releasing full episodes of the series recorded from its syndicated airing on 7 Network in 1992, giving me hope that this might become fully confound one day. Broadway Brawler. Broadway Brawler was an unfinished film starring Bruce Willis and Maura Tierney. Willis also acted as a co-producer. It was said to be a family-friendly romantic comedy set in the world of hockey. Willis played the part of Eddie Kapinski, the titular Broadway Brawler, a retired hockey player romancing Maura Tierney's character. But after 20 days of shooting, production was halted as the result of Willis's dissatisfaction with director Lee Grant, co-producer Joe Fury, and director of photography William Fraker. They were all fired, along with an unknown number of cast and crew members. In an effort to salvage the film, which had already lost $15 to $17 million of its $28 million budget, Dennis Dugan was brought on by Willis to replace Lee Grant as director, but filming never resumed. The failure of Broadway Brawler had some interesting consequences. Bruce Willis was left with legal problems with the Walt Disney Company. To avoid this, producer Joe Roth persuaded him to accept a 3-picture deal with Disney. To offset the loss of Broadway Brawler, Willis took his next role as Harry Stamper in the 1998 film Armageddon at a greatly reduced salary, $3 million instead of his then expected $20 million. Willis was reportedly replaced Sean Connery in that role. The other two films that in that deal were M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense and The Kid. It's since no production materials have surfaced of the film and likely never will. Captain Zed in the Z Zone. That's a lot of Z's. And then I'm not just saying that because I'm tired. Yes, that was a joke. Deal with it. Now, this was a British and American animated series created by Tony Collingwood and produced by Deke Entertainment. Airing in 1991 and was 26 episodes long, made of two 13-episode seasons. The premise is about Captain Zed, who is an agent of the Dream Patrol, part of the Dream Base, which is an organization that monitors children's dreams when they are asleep at night and ensures that nightmares do not appear. Piloting a dream ship, he's assisted with his co-pilot PJ and pet cat Spring. He also tends to be annoyed by a pretentious and ambitious rival, Captain Flannel. The Dream Base is run by anthropomorphic sheep, led by the commander. Most of its architecture, elements, and machine designs are sleep/bed themed. And the main villains are two characters named Snort and Mutter, two shape-shifting monsters who want to take over the Dream Base and send nightmares to children's minds. The series has been aired in various countries over the years, especially in Europe, but it was never released to DVD, and only a few episodes have been sold on VHS tapes. Some of them are quite rare. They can be found for sale on eBay and Amazon, though. A few episodes dubbed in German and Polish have also been uploaded online. The available VHS tapes containing the episodes are named Follow the Leader, Monster Factory, Nasty Norman, Catnapped, Making the Grade, Curtain Call, Revenge of the Killer Bunnies, Finishing School, and Farewell My Bully, Computer Chaos. All episodes from the aforementioned tapes have been uploaded to YouTube by user Gildy1385, and the rest of the series was uploaded to YouTube in October to November 2018 by user Sabina Pokorna, albeit with the audio almost inaudible. But they are found. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, next up. Cat Scratch animated pilot. Cat Scratch was an animated series created by Doug TenNapel, who is known the creator of Earthworm Jim, a lighthearted adaptation of his own graphic novel, Gear, which is also the name of the cat's monster truck, airing on Nickelodeon and Nicktoons in 2005, as well as Nickelodeon UK and Ireland in 2006. But a year before the series aired, TenNapel produced a pilot that featured early designs of the cats, Human Kimberly, Hovis, and Waffles Newts. The pilot's plot was unknown, but it was allegedly centered on the cats going to a toy store and meeting Human Kimberly. It hadn't surfaced anywhere, online or otherwise. A trailer for the pilot was uploaded onto the Slappy Pictures website in May of 2006 and TenNapel's own YouTube account in 2009. In March of 2018, Doug TenNapel himself uploaded the pilot onto his Vimeo channel, and it turned out to be an animation reel he pitched to Nickelodeon. So, yeah. Clearview's Laugh and Learn. Clearview's Laugh and Learn was a direct-to-video series created by Clearview Inc., which ran from 1990 to 1991. Though the official name of the series is implied Laugh and Learn, it uses the word Clearviews at the beginning to differentiate itself between other series with similar titles. It was originally released for classroom use under the name First Steps to Learning, before being released to home video by American Video Corporation in 1994 under the name Fun to Learn Video Series. The videos were re-released in 1997 under the name Laugh and Learn. 6 of the videos under the Laugh and Learn name were also released in the United Kingdom by Slamgold, which was the UK brand name of the UAV Corporation, before being released on 2, 3, and 1 DVDs in that country. The 1, 2, 3's video and the shorts for the Time video were also released on VHS by Sterling Entertainment Group and SVE and Churchill Media in 2004. It can safely be assumed that by looking at the name, it was meant to teach little kids things. So yeah. But in January of 2017, YouTuber Robert Coates uploaded all the videos into his channel, albeit with each short uploaded separately. There were 5 of these. Next up. Clerks deleted scene. Clerks is an independent comedy film directed by Kevin Smith. That has since become a cult classic. However, there was one missing scene that has never been seen by most of the public. It involved Randall looking through the Big Choice video store in much more detail. The audio for this has survived, but the video is now lost as Smith claims to have burned the film by complete accident. The scene was not vital to the rest of the movie, however, and was only there to help add to the comedy. On the Clerks 10th Anniversary Edition DVD, there was a documentary about the film that attempted a reconstructed version of the scene, using the original audio and screen captures of the entire montage. Due to the film's accidental burning, however, the scene's video may be lost forever. I guess we can end it for today. I'm probably not going to do the next part on here on YouTube, but yeah. My mom. Okay. So if you guys want to see more of this, tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time.